Welcome back to the Mini Cooper S build. Today I've got a few bits that I ordered to unbox, and I'll take you through. So when I finished the last video, there were some bits and pieces I needed, I was missing, so I had to put a little order into Mini Spares again. So because I couldn't do anything on the engine, I thought I would put the door stays on, and I'll show you that in a minute. So I've also got my oil, my coolant to put in, and other bits and bobs. So in the last video I was missing the elbows for the carbs for the filter, so I emailed Nick Rogers and he did have them, and I've got them, so I can put them on today. So there's two of them, vapor blasted I believe as well, so good. So I've got those to go on. Now, I have got air filters. Obviously it's a twin carb, twin air filter. So put the order in, lovely new one. It says on the description 2 per car. Yeah. For some reason I ordered 1, so I need another one, stupidly. So there's that. I just ordered a spare oil filter, so I'll put a new filter in the housing, but I will basically put in the Halfords oil, probably run it for 50 miles, 100 miles, and then empty that out and put the Swiftune oil in. So that's what the oil filter's for. Didn't have enough spark plugs, so the spark plugs that are on it, obviously I've done bits and pieces to freshen the outside of the engine up, and it's been 3 years, so I'm just going to change the plugs. So I've got spares of them, and I only had 1 plug, so I've got those, and then other bits, little bits and pieces I ordered, which I thought I had bits and I didn't. So let's just go through these. So I didn't have the correct carb or throttle springs, I think they're called. I had the larger type ones, but they're not right for that, so I ordered some of them. What else was it? Why have they sent them? I'm sure I didn't order them. They are, what are they? Oil. I know what they are, but why have they sent them? Don't know. I'll have a look at them. I definitely didn't order them. Weird. Yeah, don't need them. Just some odds and sods. Just spare copper washers. Don't know what that is. Springs. So I didn't have the bit that goes on the manifold that the accelerator cable goes into on the carbs. I've got one of them now, so I can get the accelerator cable connected. Yeah, just so door handle, boot, cover things, washer things. Yeah, so just bits and bobs. Some of it is just for my collection or stores. Yeah, so if you remember, I was missing the bit that goes on there, the accelerator cable goes into to pick up the throttles. Got the elbows, so I can get a lot of that done. So I will get the rocker cover on, and then I can then put the oil in. So yeah, so I've put these on. All sounds good. Does what it says on the tin. Needs a bit of grease, obviously. And then got this side on as well. Open. Hello. Now, I couldn't work out what that was. Now, if you remember rightly, when I did all the panel work, I put new door apertures in, and I also put the a new hinge strengthener thing in behind it, which I spot welded everything in, and they come with the don't know whether you can. I'll pop that off. So basically, I'll show you on that side. That clips into the bit in the back there. Now, what's happened is the bit that was spot welded by Heritage has come. Is basically the spot welds have come apart, or one of them has. So as that locates in and then unlocates, it's pushing it out. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry about the noise. So, what am I going to do? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a little hole where the spot weld was, and I'm going to put a screw in it. So there we go. So luckily for me, I've got this that goes on there, so it's going to cover that, but it's not great, if we're going to be honest, is it? You know, factory spot welds popping off is not great. Luckily that will cover that. I may even pop rivet that on. The screw seems to pull it in as tight as I need it, and I have used a stainless steel screw, but we'll see how long that. I mean, before I put that back on, I'll give it a few open and closes and see what happens. But yeah, not particularly happy about that, but it seems to have resolved the issue. So yeah. So next I'm going to get all the door furniture, all the locks and latch things on both sides. Probably get I've got some polythene, you know, the polythene sheets that they supply to stick on. I don't know what that actually does. Maybe it stops water getting into the cardboard. I don't know. So I'm going to get those on over the weekend. And yeah, I'll bring you back in once I've done a bit more. The reason I kind of showed you that with the hinge panel stiffener, was if anyone that's watching the videos buys one to fit, then I would seriously think about just putting an extra couple of plug welds or spot welds on those bits, because that's really annoying. That is, you know, obviously I've welded, I've sprayed all the car, it's now the finishing bits, and you know, for that to happen, it's really peeved me off, to be honest. So yeah, if I do another one, which I more likely will, I would definitely put a bit more welding into that. I didn't weld them in the first place, it was done at Heritage. But yeah, just so if anyone else is fitting those, seriously look at the spot welds and maybe drill them out, put some plug welds in. Aye. Right, so just refitting the door latch and lock bits. So I've put a bit of grease on the spring on that one. I've put a load of grease inside that one, and just a little bit of grease within the sort of locking mechanism there. So firstly, that one just goes through there and sits like that. One of those missing. Then see how she latches. Like a glove. Your final adjustment is just on these in here. Which can also help to raise the door as it shuts into position. Lovely jubbly, just like that. I mean, I'm a door slammer in a Mini, so that's fine. Right, so where are we at? So door locks, door handles on. I've just got the mirror to go on, or mirrors. Look at that, beautiful. Just basically interior bits now on this bit. Door cards. I have got the polythene stuff to go on there, but I'm not sure whether I'm going to put it on or not. It wouldn't have had it originally, so I'm not sure. Yeah, so shuts beautifully. So what I had to do with this, what I decided to do with this one in the end. So door all on, lovely. I went for a pop rivet. Now the reason I did that, I just felt the screw over time would probably have worked its way loose. Obviously I wanted to try and keep it as thin as possible here, and I just felt the pop rivet's probably going to be best, so that's what I've done, and we'll see how that holds up. So I'll get the door restrictor thing back on, get the rubber on, and then that's all good. So that's that. And then I've got oil and water in. Everything I can see is all connected. I've had no drips overnight. So my next step will probably be a bit of fuel in, battery on, get it turned over, get the oil pressure up, and just get the water coolant pumped around a bit, and then we'll be ready for a possible first start. Yeah, I'm not sure about the timing. I did take the distributor off to paint the block. I did put it back in pretty much the same position, but it may be off slightly. So yeah, so that's probably it for me this weekend. Maybe I might get it started, turned over and that this weekend, but I've got a show tomorrow, so we'll get that cleaned, and I'm also going to get that out and take that for a blast. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Oh, what a nightmare. Damn it.